In this video, I'll teach you how to access glyphs and special characters in Canva. It's not quite as easy as when you're in some other programs. So first of all, let's go over what a glyph or special character is. So here I am in Adobe Illustrator, and if I just highlight this in, it's going to show me other options for this in. If I click it, I can select this other in here. These are not available in every single font, but a lot of fonts have swashes or glyphs or special characters or optional ligatures. There's a lot of different names for these. A lot of people just call them swashes. I made this font. It's called Lemon Squeezy, and I'll link it for you below. But for instance, this Y has several different options, all that will help you customize this look, and it gives you like a really cool kind of handmade look when you can change the glyphs to look exactly like you want them to. For instance, instead of these ends looking exactly the same, we can change one of them to this end, and then it looks a little bit different. If we have some characters that are similar between each different one, we can simply change the look a little bit, and it's going to further customize the overall feel of the piece. So if you're in Canva, you can't just highlight this and see the extra characters. It's a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to show you how to do this, and then I'll show you how to upload custom fonts to Canva at the end, just in case some of you already know that. So once your custom font is already in Canva, then you have to pull up what's called a character map on a PC or font book on a Mac. So I'm going to pull up character map, and it knows that I was working in Lemon Squeezy. If not, you can just select the font you're looking for from this drop down, and you're going to look for the character that you're interested in. It might be really easy to find some of your characters. For instance, if you need a character with an accent, these are usually going to be right here under the others. A lot of these special characters, however, are in what's called the private use area. So if you go to group by Unicode subrange, you'll get this option here, and you can go down to private use characters. And that's where you'll see here we've got all these kind of alternates that you can use. So that in that we were looking for is right here. We'll select copy, and then we can paste it in right there. If we wanted to change this L, we could just select the L that we want, copy it here, and paste it in. And this is just going to give a slightly different look to your font. You can do this all the way down as many times as you want. So that's how you use special characters in Canva. It is a bit of a workaround, but the one thing you have to have in place first is to have the custom font uploaded, because the Canva fonts don't come with those special characters, and you also don't have those on your computer, so you can't access them from Fontbook or Character Map. So if you go into brand, this is a Canva Pro feature, and if you haven't signed up for Canva Pro yet, I would love if you would use my link in exchange for this awesome video. If you go into your font section, this is where you can upload a custom font here. So for instance, I uploaded Lemon Squeezy. You'll just click Add New, and then select the font file from your computer. The one thing to keep in mind is to make sure that you have access to the font and you've licensed it legally. So if you're using any of these designs for commercial purposes, make sure you have a commercial license for the font. As an example, a lot of free fonts on websites like dafont.com don't come with free commercial licenses. Those are just for personal use. And it might be kind of confusing, but if you're the only one editing and you're not selling it as a template, then in general, your commercial license will cover you uploading it to your backend of Canva and using it for your static documents. If you are sending this out as a template for someone else to edit and type in that font itself, then you probably need a more extended license, and those can get really, really expensive. So for templates, we tend to stick to those free fonts that you can get on Canva, or at least the Canva Pro ones use free Google fonts. Most of those overlap with the Canva fonts, but you can find some really beautiful things for free. And I typically design all of my editable templates just using those. But for my own personal work or for my clients, I often use some of my personal fonts that I have made or things that I have bought as well. I'm going to link all of my fonts in the description of this video. I would love if you check them out, because most of them do have swashes and special characters that you can use in programs like Canva, but even easier in other design programs. I hope this was helpful in how to use special characters and glyphs in Canva. I have a ton of other graphic design videos here on my channel if you're interested in checking those out. Thanks, everyone.